Welcome to the Word. Year to you all. It's been a while since I made a video, a few weeks anyway. But the reason I'm on now is I just wanted to talk to you about God's phone number. On the very first day of this year, I had like a conference call with a very, very good friend of mine. He's a Jewish rabbi and very intelligent. I feel like this when I'm talking to the man. But, you know, he was telling me, I'm not going to take credit for it, but he was telling me about God's phone number. I remember years ago, I was laying in the bed and I was asleep. I want to say around the year maybe 1998 or something, 2000, somewhere around in there. And someone, and I could tell it wasn't an evil entity. I felt very comfortable, but someone whispered in my ear, and they said, 333. They said three times. And it woke me up. It startled me. I mean, when you're sleeping and nobody's supposed to be there with you, and you hear this, it wasn't an evil entity at all. And I felt very comfortable. It was, you could tell it was from the heavens, you know, from God. And I woke up and nobody was in the room with me. And I realized that I had just heard from the Lord. You know, God speaks to us in dreams. He speaks to us audibly. He speaks to us through his angels. You know, someone from God's heaven whispered in my ear. And that was years ago. I write down all my dreams. You know, if God showed you, well, you know, I tell everybody, I want to say it's in David or Daniel in Chronicles. Kings or Daniel, but they wrote down their dreams. I want to say it was Daniel. And so I tell everybody else, write down your dreams. And sometimes years later, you will see how something came to play in your life that God tried to tell you earlier. So I wrote this down. And I tried to figure out what it was. And then I sat down and asked the Lord one day, I said, Lord, what is 333? So I said, well, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, the triune God. And then I said, well, you know, I tried to come up with all these different, you know, these different reasons why it would be 333. So I sat down with the Bible one day and God showed me. It was not long after that, and Jeremiah 33:3. And I turned to Jeremiah 33:3 because God had already told me to read the book of, I believe it was the book of Jeremiah he had told me to read. And when I read it, it answered a lot of the questions that I'd been asking God. And in Jeremiah 33:3 says, call unto me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not. And my rabbi friend told me, and as he was speaking to me, he called me on the first of the year. I tell you, my conversation with him just made the rest of my year. You know, knowing that I'm going to be a new grandma, you know, just made that and my friend, my conversation with my rabbi friend made the rest of my year. And he said that Jeremiah 33:3 is God's phone number. Then he went on to tell me, look, he says, call me, call unto me. You know, and he says, after you call me, I will answer you. See, God says, call me, and I will answer you and show you great and mighty things that you didn't even know of. So, I guess today, since I haven't made a video in a long time, I'm sharing with you. And I'm telling you today, there are a lot of things happening in this world. Disgusting things, things that bring tears to your eyes. We're hearing about children shootings in church, in schools, and people getting killed, and marriages not working, and all the abominations and things that are going on in the world. And it's getting really bad. We have to learn how to meditate and pray. You know, there is a prophetess in the Bible, in the Old Testament. Her name is Anna. And Anna prayed day and night. She prayed so much in the church. Anna would pray and pray, and her mouth would be moving, but no words came out. And people probably thought she was crazy. But she was praying to the Lord. She was talking to God. She wasn't talking to them. She was talking to God. And I think that's awesome. People would pray a lot because it's your conversation with God. You know, they turned prayer into so much religion. You know, people think that, oh, praying is hard. Praying is not hard. The same way you talk to your mother, your father, your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, or your friend. That's how you talk to God, only with more relevant, you revere him more, reverence. You respect him. Talk to God. Prayer is our communication with God. It's conversation, common union, one bond with the Lord. And there's something else you can do that works. The Bible speaks of it in so many different places. And let me see if I can find some here. I'm just going to find a few. Meditate. You know, what's happening is the devil's trying to take credit for what God had already created for his children, for us, okay? God created this stuff for us, and the devil's trying to take credit. Meditation is not one of those Eastern things. You don't have to be Hindu or Buddhist to meditate. The Bible spoke about meditation way before man ever caught on. And I'm going to read some things to you if you want to look it up later. Isaac went to meditate. Genesis 24:63. Meditate therein day and night. Joshua 1:8 and Psalms 1:2. Meditate on thee in night watches. Psalm 63:6. I will meditate of all thy works. Psalm 77:12 and 143:5. I meditate in thy precepts. Psalms 119:15, 48 and 78. That I might meditate in thy word. Psalm 119, 148. Thine heart shall meditate terror. That's different. Isaiah 33:18. Settle it not to meditate before. Luke 21:14. And then this one says, meditate upon these things. 1 Timothy 4:15. And as far as meditation, meditation of my heart, I believe that might be the one. Meditation of my heart, let the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my Redeemer. I'm not sure, but it says Psalms 19:14. People use that as a benediction in church. And my meditation of him shall be sweet. Psalms 104:34. And thy law, it is my meditation. Psalms 119:97 and 99. So yes, you can either pray to God, you can pray in the car, pray at work, pray at home. You could clasp your hands in prayer, just sit and pray, or you can close your eyes and pray. Whatever you do, commune with the Lord. He says, you have not because you ask not. And I would hate to see you go without anything because you didn't ask or you didn't know how to ask. So today I present to you Jeremiah 33:3, God's phone number. God bless you. God keep you. Make his face to shine upon you, which he's already done. And may he be gracious unto you, which he's already done. And give you peace, which he's already done through Jesus, Yeshua, his son. RevEssie signing off. God bless you and have a wonderful day. Amen.